Most people see debt as a financial trap. They watch their credit card bills pile up, their loans weigh them down, and their paychecks barely cover the minimum payments. No matter how hard they try to pay off their debt, it feels like they're stuck in a never-ending cycle. But what if I told you that the wealthy don't fear debt? In fact, they use it to their advantage, turning borrowed money into a tool for financial growth. They don't just survive with debt, they thrive because of it. And here's the good news: you can too. If you're struggling financially and feel like debt is holding you back, this message is for you. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn debt into a powerful asset that works for you instead of against you. You'll learn the key difference between bad debt and good debt, why most people fall into financial traps, and how to shift your mindset to start using debt strategically. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, actionable plan to improve your financial future. Why most people feel trapped by debt. The reality is, the average person uses debt the wrong way. Instead of borrowing money to create wealth, they borrow money to consume. They use credit cards to buy things they don't need: expensive vacations, new gadgets, designer clothes, without thinking about the long-term consequences. They take out car loans for vehicles that lose value the moment they drive off the lot. They finance furniture, electronics, and even daily expenses, believing that as long as they can make the minimum payment, they're in control. But the truth is, they're not. They're stuck in a cycle of bad debt, where money constantly flows out of their pockets without ever working for them. The numbers don't lie. According to recent studies, the average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt, with interest rates often exceeding 20% per year. If you only make the minimum payments, you could be stuck paying off that balance for decades, paying 2 or 3 times the original amount borrowed. And that's just credit cards. When you add student loans, car loans, and personal loans, the total debt for the average person can easily climb into the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The worst part? None of that debt is making them money. It's all money going out, never coming back. That is what we call a liability. How the wealthy see debt differently. Wealthy individuals don't fear debt because they understand something most people don't. Not all debt is bad. Some types of debt can be incredibly powerful when used the right way. This is called leverage, using borrowed money to create more money. Instead of taking on debt to buy things that lose value, the wealthy borrow money to buy things that increase in value. Real estate investing. Think about real estate investors who use bank loans to acquire rental properties. They put down a fraction of the money themselves and borrow the rest. But instead of that debt becoming a burden, their rental income covers the mortgage payments, creating a steady stream of cash flow. Over time, the property appreciates in value, and they can refinance or sell it for a profit, all while their tenants have been paying down the loan for them. Business growth. The same principle applies to business owners. Many successful entrepreneurs start their businesses with borrowed money, not to fund a lifestyle, but to generate revenue. They use loans to buy equipment, hire employees, or expand operations, knowing that the return on investment will outweigh the cost of borrowing. Even major corporations like Apple, Amazon, and Tesla borrow billions, not because they're struggling, but because they can use that capital to expand, innovate, and increase their profits. How you can use debt to build wealth. The key is to transform your debt into an asset by borrowing with a purpose. Instead of taking out loans to buy liabilities, use debt to acquire assets, things that put money back into your pocket. Let's break it down with some real examples. 1. Real estate investing. One of the best ways to turn debt into an asset is by purchasing rental properties. Example: you take out a mortgage for a $200,000 property. You rent it out for $1,500 per month. After mortgage payments, taxes, and maintenance, you still profit $300 per month. Over time, the property appreciates, and you can refinance to buy more properties. The key here? Your tenants are paying off the loan for you. 2. Refinancing debt wisely. If you have high-interest debt, refinancing can help you free up cash for investments. Example: you have $10,000 in credit card debt at 25% interest, costing you over $2,500 per year in interest. If you refinance it into a 7% personal loan, you significantly reduce your interest payments, freeing up cash to invest in assets. 3. Using business debt to create cash flow. If you've ever thought about starting a business, a strategic loan could help you build something profitable. Example: you take out a $50,000 loan to start an online business. Your business generates $5,000 per month in revenue. Your loan payment is $1,500 per month, leaving you with a $3,500 profit, even after covering the debt. The biggest mistake. Many people hear about leverage and jump in without a plan. They see wealthy individuals using borrowed money to invest and assume any debt can be turned into an opportunity. This is where things go wrong. Instead of taking a calculated approach, they rush into borrowing without fully understanding the risks. They overestimate profits and underestimate expenses. Take out loans for investments they don't fully understand. Ignore the possibility of losing money. Suddenly, their investment turns into a financial nightmare. How to use debt the right way. Here's a step-by-step action plan to use debt strategically. Assess your current debt. Write down every debt you have and separate them into liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket; assets, things that generate income. Eliminate bad debt. If you have high-interest credit card debt, pay it off as quickly as possible before considering new investments. Borrow with intention. Before taking on any new debt, ask, will this debt generate more income than it costs? If the answer is no, don't do it. Start small. You don't need huge loans to begin. Start with refinancing a small debt, buying a rental property, investing in a side business. Conclusion. At the end of the day, debt is just a tool. Used irresponsibly, it can destroy your financial future. Used strategically, it can be the key to financial freedom. The difference between the wealthy and the average person isn't how much debt they have, it's how they use it. So, what's one financial decision you can make today to start turning debt into wealth? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more insights on financial growth and wealth-building strategies.